You could say that he spent a lot of time thinking about learning. We've all spent a lot of time learning, whether it's from the School of Hard Knocks or on-the-job training. Today's table topics will be all about education. Introducing Toastmasters Award Row.
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So whether it's the School of Hard Knocks, on-the-job training, or in the classroom, some of us are still in the classroom. Today's general theme is education. So, how can technology improve education? Charles Huckabee. Toastmasters, Charles Huckabee. How can technology improve education?
Charles, how can technology improve education? Well, everybody's a genius now because we have an iPhone. Yeah, right? Right. Or Google. Or whatever. You know, this morning as I arose, and the alarm clock went off, I was pondering what I was going to do today. So I stumbled in the kitchen, made some coffee. After the first cup of coffee, I felt myself rising to the occasion to get out there and do it today. Just like all of you. Nothing new here. So I come to Toastmasters, and now it's time to be risible. That's risible, right? Come on! Is there red light on yet? Thank you very much.
If you left your current life behind to go teach anything you wanted, what would you teach and to who? Marky, Eric, Apparatu.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I stand here making a visible attempt to talk about the topic. What would I leave everything behind for, and who would I teach? I would teach the next generations on the importance of being self-educated versus being educated in a systematic way. The main reason is what I've come to understand after getting a bachelor's and a master's in engineering and working for major aerospace companies is that self-education means you chase your dreams and achieve them. But if you're educated in a systematic way, what happens is you're chasing somebody else's dreams and forgetting yours. Thank you.
What are you looking forward to learning tomorrow, this month, or this year? What are you looking forward to learning tomorrow, this month, or this year? Toastmaster Amy White.
Thank you for that topic. I do believe that when you stop learning, you stop growing and stop living. I'm one of those seekers that always wants to know something more and educate myself, whether it's something I'm learning on my own, like ChatGPT, which I resisted for a while. I'll come back to that if I have time. But I always want to learn more because I feel like not only can I help myself or my family, but I do traditional Chinese medicine, so there's always something more to learn. It's been around for thousands of years. And that's one of the things I like to say to people are like, that's so old, it doesn't work. And I'm like, well, it wouldn't still be here if it didn't work. And I see miracles every day that I don't obviously expect to see, but it really is amazing how those tiny little needles can help somebody walk again or drop their stress, hear again. It's just amazing to me, so I'm always seeking and always learning.
Where did you go to school and how did that experience shape your life? The most risible Toastmaster of all, DTM Jordan Cameron. Where did you go to school and how did that experience shape your life?
National champions.
Go!
Gators.
Yes. Tigers.
The University of Florida was such a profoundly wonderful experience. I had not intended to go there. I applied to some of the fancy schools. A couple of them even said yes. But the fancy schools also told me it would be fortunes to go there. I went to the University of Florida. They invited some high school students who've done well on some national merit thing. Bunch of them to attend this history conference. And I was there. I had no place to stay because my brother's fraternity decided they couldn't have us. So another fraternity took us in. I stayed extra days. I partied with them. I went to Tigert Hall. I applied for admission. Venice High School sent my transcript. And before I left Gainesville, I was admitted for the fall. And I met our buddy Kim Glainer, and the rest is history. I wouldn't have been here without him.
Go Tigers.
I feel sorry for kids these days. They get so much homework. Are you for or against homework? Toastmaster, as you like to do.
That for me is a visible question because I am a former educator. I retired after 31 years. And I do believe homework is valuable, but it's the amount of time. For example, when the holidays came, like the Easter break or Christmas break, that's when they would pile all this homework on these kids. And I'm like, come on, they need a break too. They need to relax their minds. And I found out, even with technology and everything, kids who will do, and those who don't, won't. I found that it was punishing the ones who actually do. Because some kids would be actually carrying textbooks on a family trip, on a cruise, just to do a homework, and then the others who were sitting home, they were doing nothing. So, yes, you could have homework, but a limited amount, and on vacation time, no homework. Because they need to rest their minds, and plus who winds up grading these things is us anyway.
If you were stranded on a deserted island with one person from your school days, who do you wish that would be? And why would it be that person? Toastmaster Chris Eklund.
Thank you. Stranded on a deserted island. Well, as a former engineer, I try to remember to be risible. And my favorite joke on Stranded Island is what would I have in addition to a classmate is a practical guide to shipbuilding. I would want an individual with an incredible attitude, because being on a deserted island would not be great, but with an attitude we could get through it. And I had classmates that had that attitude. They didn't get the best scores, but they had the best attitude about it, and ultimately they probably did well because of that, because how we carry ourselves forward makes a huge impact. So who would I have with me? Someone who can ride the waves and have a good attitude to the end.
History is the only true teacher. What moment in history would you teach? Toastmaster Marty McCree. What moment in history? Guys, if you're on the program, please don't put your name on the sheet that I'm going off of. Thank you, DTM. All right, history is the only teacher. What moment in history would you teach? DTM Blake Smith.
Yeah. Funny you should bring that up, speaking of teaching. I went to a Bible study class with Tim Taylor this week, and they were talking about one of the miracles of Christ. And one of his friends, Lazarus, was dying. And the family of Lazarus came to get Jesus and they said, "Will you please come?" And he got there, and Lazarus had passed away. Lord, it's too late. He said, don't worry. He says, he's not dead, he's only sleeping. And they looked him right in the eye and they said, good Lord, Savior, he's not risable. So what would I teach? I teach my version of Bible studies. Thank you.
That was risable.
What is something that a teacher said to you that you're still thinking about? DTM, Tim Linger.
What was the question? I missed it. The guy next to me was talking, yeah, that's it, yeah.
What is something that a teacher said to you that you're still thinking about?
When I was young, my teacher told me I should learn multiple languages. And today, I speak 8. I learned a language, actually 2 languages on the cruise. But first of all, I think, how many people here speak 5 languages or more? I speak English. I speak Great Britain. I speak Australian, South African, Belize, Caribbean, and a whole bunch more. Spanglish, I haven't learned that one yet, but I do speak English. I'm sorry, Spanish. I learned on the ship that if you put an O at the end of any word, that is Spanish. More important than that, when I was in Jamaica, on the tour bus, they taught us how to speak Jamaican, Mom. M-O-N at the end of any word. Toastmasters is great, Mom.
Explain what you would teach. Explain what you would teach in the university college class, actual class, surf, science, and technology. Toastmaster Linda Miller.
Yeah, Linda.
Speaking in the back.
I was hoping to hide behind this gentleman right here so you wouldn't call me. But probably English. I love English. But I'm going to switch over to the question before me. So what is memorable from school that I can't get out of my mind? Linda, go to the principal's office right now. Because I was a rebel. I skipped class. I just did not do what I was told. I daydreamed. I did not conform to rules. So yes, that haunts me. It's still in my brain. But it's fun to live on the edge sometimes, right? Yeah. We're past that. We're here today.
Explain what you would teach in the college class, The Amazing World of Bubbles. Toastmaster Jolene Terracate. Amazing World of Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. I did not sign up because I was easing my way into tabletop, so I'll give it a shot. So what would I teach in
Amazing World of Bubbles.
Amazing World of Bubbles? I would teach you how to have an amazing bubble bath, because I love doing bubble bath to decompress. So I would tell you to get the lavender scented bubbles because it's very relaxing. And I would tell you to have a little tray in front of you, so if you want a really good book, you can do that. And then also have some candles lit. So that's what I would teach about. Thank you.
Another one of those unusual college classes. Explain what you would teach in the Michigan State class, Surviving the Zombie Apocalypse, Disasters, Catastrophes, and Human Behavior. Gary Adams. Toastmaster, Gary Adams.
How many of you know that we are halfway to Halloween? 6 more months, Halloween will be here. Zombies. How many of you watched The Walking Dead? There's a few. How many of you have watched any zombie movies? How many of you are ready for the zombie apocalypse? How many of you have your tools that it's just a joke when your friends come over, but there's also this secret little part of you that kind of knows, but if the the zombies. Tom, I'm grabbing this. Jordan, you've had your hand up for every single one. Do not dress up like a zombie and walk by Jordan's house because you may not make it back.
What did your teachers and parents say would be really important when you grew up, but it hasn't been? Toastmaster Morris McNitt Jr.
What did my parents say would be very important, but has not been? The English language. Why bother? It's not like I need to talk to anyone. Then I joined Toastmasters. God help me. Actually, my parents never really emphasized any one thing. They just said, keep learning your entire life. You stop learning, you stop growing. That's my life.
What qualities do you like most in a teacher? Toastmaster Jeff Hood.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
I had the opportunity when I was in high school. I took a typing class. Who all knows what a typewriter is? That was a cool class. And what was really cool is I had a really good-looking teacher. They made it better. So what was neat was you learned eye-hand coordination, make everything work well, rhythm. And then our typewriters began to break. And then point-up typewriters would stack up over here and over here. And then not everybody had typewriters. And I said, hey, teach, I can help with that. I can fix some stuff. So I started fixing typewriters. And before you know it, I didn't have to type anymore because I got to sit over the side of the room and work on typewriters. And what was really cool, at the end of the year, Teach came up to me and said, Jeff, take typing 2. You keep our typewriters working.
If a famous person could come and teach a class you were taking, who would it be and what would they teach? Toastmaster John Mazanovich.
That's on the list. So, that's fine. So, a famous person that would.
You're on the program.
What's that?
You're on the program.
I am on the program. Okay, let's go.
Sorry.
So, a famous person, and what would they teach? I think I gotta pick Steve Martin. A huge influence on my life. And he would teach me philosophy, because I enjoyed that. And he has taught me a lot about that over the years. And he's a great inspiration to me personally. He's very entertaining, he's very informative, he has a great way to make his points through humor. Clearly well practiced on stage, and completely absurd. He's an absurd guy, and I think that makes a great point to all of us, that we shouldn't take ourselves too seriously. We shouldn't take schools too seriously. I took school not seriously at all, and I feel like I'm better off for it. But that's just me. So, I see the green light. Thank you. All right.
Education begins at home. What did you learn at home that you wish was taught at school? Toastmaster Alex. Education begins at home. What did you learn at home that you wish was taught at school?
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Good morning, Alan.
Good morning.
What I learned at home was discipline. So from a very young age, my parents always taught me discipline. They always said, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, make sure you stick to it, and make sure you perform as well. So, I don't have any anecdotes for that. You said one earlier about what qualities you would like in a teacher. And for me, my favorite qualities in a teacher is someone that's very understanding and very compassionate. Because I feel like a teacher that's compassionate and understanding can always work on with students individually, because everybody works and learns differently. And that's always helped me the most in school, and all the classes that I enjoyed the most was always when the teacher was most social with me. So thank you.
What school cafeteria food is underrated or underappreciated? Marcia Toastmaster, Marcia Bradley.
Mashed potatoes.
On the program.
Yeah, but
He wanted
on the
me to say
program,
something
he's
about
out of people. I think
the hot dog. I'm not sure if y'all remember back in my day, there was this, in elementary school, there were these square pizzas.
There you go.
They were good.
Those square pizzas hit, and I'm not sure if you understand that. But they tasted so good, and for some reason they had them both at breakfast and at lunch. And you would want the corner piece because they had the crispy edge. So those square pizzas are top tier, and I believe I answered the question, but I'm not completely sure. Is that was the answer to the question? Yes.
Reasonable.
And the most underrated staff member at school is actually the cafeteria ladies, and men, sometimes a man, who provided those well-made pizza squares. That shouldn't really come in squares, but in the square form at school, they're good.
All right, Toastmasters, please vote for your top. Did everybody qualify?
Everyone, yes, everyone qualifies.
Thank you.
At this time, Toastmasters, vote for 2 and take a 2-minute break.